Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview and Domestic Economic Roadmap for the week beginning Monday the 18th, ending Friday the 22nd of December, the last normal-ish week of the year as we head into those Christmas holidays. I always talk about the fact that once you get to this point in the year, stocks that have been up, typically people don't want to sell. Why would you lock in the tax gain and pay taxes in April when you could skip a year? And that's why the market tends to hit highs as we drift into the end of the year. Problem is, the more you head up to hit those highs because there's no sellers, the quicker that usually gives back come January. But we'll see how that goes when we get there. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market and futures form. You can see new closing highs on the ES. NASDAQ side was also up big and closed at new highs as well. So Merry Christmas to all. Crude oil up 30 cents to 57.35 on Friday. Gold down 70 cents, not a big deal. The S&P cash index overall then gained 23.8. Like I said, that's new closing highs on the S&P cash index. The NDX, the NASDAQ 100, up 76.41, but there is a 13 sell signal. Last time we got one of those was August, and that was the top for a month and a half. So just be aware of that here as we wrap up the year. SOX up 18.46. Remember that 13 sell signal was the high on the semis. Biotech's up 45.56. That has a buy signal in place. Strangely, the VIX closes down $1.07 to 942. Unreal. The trend at 0.68. 10-day moving average at 1.1. But if we count backwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what's going to happen is we're going to lose a 0.7 or so reading on the 10-day moving average after Monday. But then Tuesday and Wednesday are 1.6 and 1.4. So if we continue to get the low readings that we've been getting for 3 days in a row, then that means that 8 out of the 10 last days, once we get past Wednesday, will be really low. And that could mean that we get that 10-day moving average down to 0.85 as we head into the end of the year, which will be scary. NASDAQ volume, huge, 3.5 billion. Of course, that's just because of all the options rolling to stocks and closing out positions. It's usually meaningless volume. Totally expected, though. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ, only plus 376. Sorry, 382, and that's not a big deal. On the New York, there was plus 1176, much better. Google gains 1453, heading near all-time highs. Again, who wants to sell a stock that's up, 30, 40%, 50% for the year? Apple up 175, same deal, up pretty good for the year. Why would they sell it? Amazon, another one, even though it's operating under the high from the 13 sell signal, up $4.88. Netflix up 56 cents, not a big deal. Tesla up 556. Still operating. We had a good week with Tesla, by the way. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up 48 cents. Goldman Sachs gains $1.69. So remember, currently what we have are 9 trading days left in 2017. Hard to believe, but that's where we're at. Let's take a quick look at the intra-week action. So we'll go to 10-minute candles and take a look at the ES. And so here was Monday, a flat opening, pushed up early. That was it. Pretty much flat for the rest of the day. Tuesday, little gap up, and then filled it, and then up again, and then that's it. Second half of the day was dead. Wednesday, probably the flattest day of the week. Thursday, we gave almost all of it back. Headed down, and by Thursday, we were only up like 3 points for the whole week so far. And then Friday for expiration, and by the way, there was a Fed announcement in there and all that other stuff. And then Friday for expiration, we gapped up. First hour was flat. Then we popped on some news that maybe the tax bill, although I think once this bill actually passes, that's going to be a negative for the market, but the possibility the tax bill was going to pass. And then we shot, basically we're up a little higher heading into lunch, and that's where we closed the session. NASDAQ side for the week, a little more positive. Had to be to get to new highs. All right, so let's take a look at the economic data that's coming out here in the U.S. for this last full week of the year, basically full week, and then we'll talk about the calendar. So Monday, NAHB Housing Market Index. Tuesday, building permits, housing starts, and current account an hour before the bell. Wednesday, crude oil inventories at 10:30 and existing home sales at 10. Thursday, the final look at GDP at 8:30 a.m. That's not a big deal because it's the third look, the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims. Philly Fed, housing price index at 9, CB leading index at 10, natty gas at 10:30. And then on Friday, durable goods, core PC price index, personal income and spending, new home sales, revised University of Michigan sentiment. So a couple of minor data points for the week, nothing major. So what's the calendar actually look like? Let's talk about this because this is important. And again, as traders, you got to make smart decisions as to how you're applying your money. So Mondays are always a little light, but then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week are probably the best chances left. And I'll show you why. Because by the time we get to Thursday, I think Friday's a half day because there's no Christmas Eve. So I think Friday might even be a half day, but people will be traveling. It's the 22nd of December. Christmas Eve is Sunday. Christmas Day is the following Monday. So Thursday, people will start to head out. So Thursday's probably going to be light after the first hour. And that's pretty much the end of the year, to be honest about it. Friday will be waste, maybe a half day. I should check that. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are your best chances this week. And then the following week, we're closed on Monday because it's Christmas Day. And here's NASDAQ volume on the daily chart. I'm going to go back and show you. This is last year. So if you see at the end of December last year, there's those 4 dots really low between 1 and 1.2 billion shares. That's the week between Christmas and New Year's. Nobody's around. So not much happens. You can see it drops off a little bit the week before that. So that's what I'm saying. Because of the way this layout, this isn't the worst layout for the holiday, Monday being the Christmas holiday. That means we have this most of this week here. So again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we might see something. I'll take another week like the one we just had, even though we were selective. We didn't have as many trades. We still had some nice gains and a good hit ratio. But I think Thursday and Friday, it starts to slow down. The week after, we generally just call it from the tape. We don't post stuff in the stock report because the volume is going to be so light. You just trade the first 2 hours and call it a day. So that's what we expect, but we'll see what we get. We'll have market previews for at least Tuesday and Wednesday this week, maybe Thursday. I don't know yet. And then the following week will be a little limited as there's just not much going on. There's no point. We don't encourage people to overly trade that last week. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great Christmas. Have a great happy holidays. Have a great trading week or two.